Hi and welcome to my video. Today's video is going to be an update for the Pan That Palette Project Pan. This year I am trying to pan the ColourPop's Going Coconuts palette. This is going to be an exciting update because I have hit all of the goals that I set in the last update. I set a goal that I wanted to use up a shade, that I wanted to hit pan in a shade, and that I wanted to use every shade at least once. Here is what the palette is looking like. I am so excited. Okay, let's go through all the shades and see how many times I've used them. This first shade up here is called Shredded. I have used it 22 times since the last update, and it brings the total to 59 uses. So that's pretty good. That's the first shade that hit the 50 mark. The pan, I think, has expanded. I'm not quite sure because the edges seem to be quite high on it, and at this point I'm just trying to get the edges down. Next shade is called Palm Reader, and I have used it 17 times since the last update. Altogether this year, 41 times. And look at, we have a new pan. It's a tiny one, but it is still a pan. I used this one in my inner corner. That's why the pan is kind of so tiny and like digged in there, because my inner corner brush is just so tiny. Took me by surprise. Next shade we have Coolada. I managed to use it 8 times since the last update. That brings the total to 16 uses. In the next row, we have Lovely Bunch. I used it 14 times, in total 32 times. And here in the middle, completely empty, Cocoa Crush. I got 4 more uses out of it since the last update. And in total, this took me 27 times to use it up since the beginning of the year. I have of course used this shade previously as well before this project, and also I dropped this shade last year and I think I lost about 2/3 of the product. So it's not like I used up the whole shade on my own, but I'm still proud of it. I have never emptied out a eyeshadow pan like this before. I already tried to use it up for the last update, but I didn't manage to do that, and I said that I think it would take maximum of 3 more uses. It did take 4. Moving on, next shade we have is called Shell Yeah. I used it, believe it or not, 7 times since the last update, and altogether 9 times. I am starting to like it even more than, what is this one called? Lovely Bunch. So, yeah. Next in the bottom row, we have over here Get Crackin'. This shade I used 5 times since the last update, and altogether I have used it 11 times in this project. It is a dark matte with glitter in it. You really can't see the glitter when you actually apply it to your eye. I just use it to deepen up my outer corner. Next in the middle here is a very dark shimmer. It is called Tococo. I've only used it 2 times since the last update. Altogether in this project, 3 times. I knew this was gonna be the struggle shade of the year. And last shade down here we have Nutty. I have used it 6 times since the last update and 15 times together in this project. My focus has kind of shifted from Get Cracking to Nutty because it's darker, I like it more, it doesn't have any glitters in it, so I've been using this one more. Okay, now what should we do for the next update? I don't know. I know that I won't be able to hit any more new pans. I think the next pan to come would be in here, but that's not gonna come for the next update for sure. I think I'll just set a usage goal of trying to use all of the shades 7 times, because for this update I set the goal to use all the shades 1 time, and I used all the shades at least 2 times. So I think 5 is not enough, 10 is maybe too much, and 7 I think would be perfect, because this shade down here, the Cocoa, has 3 uses in it, and if I use it 7 more times, I would get it into double digits. I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, so no big goals for next update. So that is it for today's update, short and sweet. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much, and bye bye.